Good morning, student. Previous class I discussed some rules regarding about the nomenclature of saturated hydrocarbon. Now I will continue these topics in this class. Suppose take another compound CH3 bond CH3 bond CH3 bond CH3. According to the rules, this is the parent chain. You can take also this is the parent chain. You can take also this is the parent chain. You can take also this is the parent chain. As your choice, you can take any type of parent chain because all are equivalent in nature and the position of the substituent also equal. Suppose this is the parent chain. These two are said to be the side chain or substituent. Then next step is start the numbering 1, 2, 3. You can start the numbering also from right to left as your choice. There is no problem. Look at that, here two side chains are present and the two side chains are equal. The name of these two side chain is methyl. Remember an important rule: if the same substituent or side chain occurs more than once, then the prefix di, tri, tetra, etc. are attached to the name of the substituent. Also remember, the position of the substituent are indicated separately and the numerals representing their position are separated by comma. Also remember an important point: the prefix like di, tri, tetra, etc. are ignored while comparing the substituent accordingly alphabetical order. That means when I will arrange the substituent accordingly alphabetical order, we do not think about the prefix like di, tri, tetra in the alphabetical order. Your two same substituents are present, so here I can write dimethyl, and the two substituents having the same locant, so here I can write 2, 2 hyphen dimethyl. For this compound, the what root is your pro. Look at that. In the parent chain, the carbon atoms are attached with each other through single bond, so it is bound to write here ANE. Finally, the name of this compound is your 2,2-dimethyl propane. Take another example: CH3 bond CH bond CH3 bond CH bond CH3 bond CH3. This is the parent chain. These are the two side chain. I can give the numbering like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. Two substituents are same and having the name methyl. The two substituents having different locant, one substituent having locant 2, another substituent having locant 3. In this case, the two same substituent having same locant, that is your 2, so it is bound to write 2, 2. Here the two same substituent having different locant, so it is bound to write here 2, 3 hyphen. For this compound, the what root is bute. Look at that. The carbon atom present in the parent chain are attached with each other through single bond, so it is bound to write here ANE. Finally, the name of this compound is your 2, 3 dimethyl butane. Take another example: CH3 bond CH2 bond C bond CH2 bond CH3 bond CH3 bond CH bond CH3 bond CH3. This is the parent chain. There are 3 side chains are present. It is bound to start the numbering like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here two same substituents are present and the third number substituent is different from these two substituents. These two substituents having name substituent having different locant, and the locants are 2, 3. The name of this side chain is your ethyl. This ethyl substituent attached to the 3 number carbon, so I can write 3 ethyl for this substituent. The word root for this parent chain is your pent. Look at that here, all the carbon atoms present in the parent chain are linked with each other through single bond. So I can use the 1 degree suffix ane. Finally, I can write the name of this compound. The name of this compound is 3-ethyl hyphen 2,3 hyphen dimethyl pentane. Look at that, here D is present, here E is present, but according to the rule we ignore the prefix like di, tri, tetra. When we will arrange the substituent according to their alphabetical order, so ignore the letter D, think about the letter M, because your methyl group is the substituent. If I will compare the letter M and E, then E comes first, so the word ethyl is written first, then methyl group is written. If I will think about the letter D and E, then D comes first, but the prefix di, tri, tetra, etc. are not considered, so we cannot write the dimethyl first. It is bound to write ethyl then dimethyl. Finally, the name of this compound is 3-ethyl 2,3 dimethyl pentane. Suppose take another example, CH3 bond CH2 bond CH bond CH2 bond CH3 bond CH bond CH3 bond CH2 bond CH3. This is your parent chain. Suppose I want to start the numbering from left to right, then I can write like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When I will write the numbering from left to right, then the set of locant is your 3, 4. Suppose I want to start the numbering from right to left, then I can write the numbering like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From left to right, the set of locant is your 3, 4. Also from right to left, the set of locant is also 3, 4. If I will think about the numbering from left to right, then the ethyl group get 3 number. At the same time, methyl group get 4 number. If I will think about the right to left type numbering, then the methyl group get the 3 number, while the ethyl group get the 4 number. There is a problem. For solving such type of problem, we generally follow a rule. If two different substituents are in the equivalent position from the two ends of the chain, then the numbering of the chain is done in such a way that the substituent which comes first in the alphabetical order get the lower number. That means, according to this rule, for such type of case, it is bound to apply the alphabetical system. According to the alphabetical order, E comes first, then M comes. So, according to this rule, it is bound to give more priority to that group which comes first. So, according to this rule, this is the correct numbering, because in this type of numbering the ethyl group get lowest number, on the other hand methyl group get higher number as compared to the ethyl group. According to this rule, E comes first in the alphabetical order, so give the lowest number to the ethyl group. So the left to right numbering system is correct for this organic compound. So I can write the name of the organic compound like this: 3-ethyl 4-methyl hexane. Suppose take another example: CH3 bond CH bond Cl bond CH bond CH3 bond CH3. For this compound, this is the parent chain. There are two substituents are present. This is the first substituent, this is the second substituent. Remember an important point: all the substituents are not said to be side chain, but all the side chain are said to be substituent. The substituent which contain carbon atom is said to be the side chain. Look at that, your chlorine atom act as a substituent, but it cannot act as a side chain. But your methyl group act as a side chain. For such type of compound, we generally follow a rule. According to this rule, if a substituent and a side chain are at a equivalent position from opposite ends of the main chain, then the lowest number is assigned to the group as per alphabetical order. The name of this substituent is your chloro, the name of this substituent is your methyl. According to the alphabetical order, C comes first, then M comes, so the priority given to the substituent chloro. That means if the substituent chloro is written first, then methyl group will be written. The numbering can be done like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. The name of this compound is 2-chloro 3-methyl butane. These are the some rules for the nomenclature of saturated hydrocarbon. Now I will do some examples related to the nomenclature of saturated hydrocarbon. Suppose take an example: CH3 CH2 bond CH bond CH3 bond CH2 bond CH2 bond CH3. What will be the name of this compound? According to the IUPAC rule, this is the parent chain, this is the side chain. I will start the numbering from left to right: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 carbon atoms present in the parent chain. So the word root is your H. Since all the carbon atoms are bonded through single bond, so the 1 degree suffix is Ane. The side chain attached to the 3 number carbon atom, so the 1 degree prefix is 3-methyl. The name of this compound is 3-methyl hexane. Similarly, take another example. What will be the name of this compound? This is the bond line formula of an organic compound. We know that a single line have 2 carbon atoms. That means here I can write C, here also I can write C, here also I can write C. Like that I can write the carbon atom C in this structure. Look at that, your one covalent bond is present with this carbon atom. Carbon atom satisfy tetracovalency. So there are 3 hydrogen atoms with this carbon atom. Like that you can also think about this carbon atom. Here also 3 hydrogen atoms with this carbon atom. In this case, what will happen? There are three covalent bond is present. 1, 2, 3. Carbon atom satisfy the tetra covalency. So it is bound to write here one hydrogen atom. Here I can write 3 hydrogen atom. Here I can write 3 hydrogen atom. Look at that, here carbon atom having 4 covalent bond. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is not necessary to write here any hydrogen atom because carbon atom already satisfy the tetra covalency. Here it is bound to write 3 hydrogen atom. Now select the longest continuous carbon chain, then start numbering. This is your longest continuous carbon chain. You can also take the longest continuous carbon chain like this. You can also take the longest carbon chain like this. You can also take the longest continuous carbon chain like this. If I will take this is the longest continuous carbon chain, then it is said to be the parent chain and these are the side chain. If I will start the numbering like this 1, 2, 3, 4, then the set of locants are 2. Next is your again also 2. Next is your 3. Look at that, there are 2 substituents attached with the 2 number carbon. So here it is bound to write 2, 2. Another substituent attached to the 3 number carbon atom. So here it is bound to write 3. If I will start the numbering like this 1, 2, 3, 4, then what will happen? The set of locants are 2, 3, 3. There are 2 set of locants. If I will compare the 2 set of locants, then I will find the lowest set of locant. Look at the first number here 2, here also 2. So these 2 digits are same. So it is bound to compare the next digit. Look at that, here 2 is written, here 3 is written. That means here 2 is smaller than 3. So this is the lowest set of locant. So it is bound to take this set of locant for the nomenclature of this organic compound. So this is the correct numbering. We cannot use this numbering for the nomenclature of this organic compound. Look at that, in the parent chain 4 carbon atoms are present. So the what is your but? All the carbon atoms present in the parent chain are linked with each other through single covalent bond. So it is bound to write here N. There are 3 side chains are present. All the side chains are same. The side chain having the name methyl. So here I can write 2, 2, 3 trimethyl. Finally, the name of this compound is 2, 2, 3 trimethyl butane. Suppose take another example. What is the name of this compound? At first it is bound to write the carbon atom. I can write here C. I can also write here C, 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 C. Then here I can write also C. Here I can write also C. Look at that, here 1 covalent bond is present. So it is bound to write here 3 hydrogen atom. Here 2 covalent bonds are present, so it is bound to write here 2 hydrogen. In this carbon atom, there are 4 covalent bonds are present. So it is not necessary to write any hydrogen atom with this carbon atom. Here 1 covalent bond is present, so it is bound to write here 3 hydrogen atom. Here also it is bound to write 3 hydrogen atom. Here 2 covalent bond is present, so it is bound to write here 2 hydrogen atom. Here it is bound to write 3 hydrogen atom. Now select the long chain. This is the long chain for this organic compound. These are the side chain. You can start the numbering like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or you can also start the numbering from this carbon. Give the number 1 to this carbon. Like that, you can also think about this is your 2, this is your 3, this is your 4, this is your 5. As your choice, you can take any type of numbering. Suppose I want to take the numbering like this: 1, 2, this is your 3, this is your 4, this is your 5. There are two substituent present at the 3 number carbon atom. So it is bound to write 3, 3 dimethyl. There are 5 carbon atoms are present and all the carbon atoms are linked with each other through single covalent bond. So it is bound to write your butane. The name of this compound is your 3, 3 dimethyl butane. These are the examples which is related to the name of a particular organic compound. Next, I want to think about the examples in which the name is given. You aim to draw the structure. Suppose an organic compound having name 1 bromo, 2 methyl butane. Then what will be the structure of this organic compound? From this name, it is clear that but is the word root, N is the 1 degree suffix, and these two are said to be 1 degree prefix. At first, select the word root. Here the word root is your but, so it is bound to write 4 carbon atom like this. Here N is present, so it is bound to give single bond in between the carbon atoms. Suppose I will think that this is the first carbon, then it is bound to think that this is the second carbon, this is the third carbon, this is the fourth carbon. You can also think that this is the first, this is the second, this is the third, this is the fourth carbon. As your choice, you can do any types of numbering. Look at that, in the name 1 bromo is given, that means a bromine atom must be attached to the 1 number carbon. So it is bound to write your 1 bromine. In the name, at the 2 number carbon atom methyl substituent is attached, so it is bound to write your bond CH3. Look at that, your 2 covalent bonds are present, so it is bound to give 2 hydrogen atom. Look at this carbon atom. Here 3 covalent bonds are present. As a result, it is bound to write your 1 hydrogen atom. Here 2 covalent bonds are present around the carbon atom, so it is bound to write your 2 hydrogen atom to maintain the tetracovalency of this carbon atom. Here it is bound to write 3 hydrogen atom. Look at that, this is the structure of this organic compound. Suppose an organic compound having name 2,2-dimethyl butane, then what will be the structure of this organic compound? Look at that, here but is the word root, N is the 1 degree suffix, and methyl is the 1 degree prefix. From the word root I can write like this: C, 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 C. Here N is present, so it is bound to give the single bond like this. Suppose this is your 1 number carbon, this is your 2 number carbon, this is your 3 number carbon, this is your 4th number carbon. Look at that. At the 2 number carbon atom, there are 2 side chains present. The 2 side chains are same. The name of the side chain is methyl, so it is bound to write your bond CH3. It is also bound to write your bond CH3. Look at that, your 1 covalent bond is present, so it is bound to write your 3 hydrogen atom. Look at that. Here 4 covalent bonds are present, so it is not necessary to write any hydrogen atom with this carbon. Look at this carbon atom. Here 2 covalent bonds are present, so it is bound to write 2 hydrogen atom with this carbon atom. Look at that. Here 1 covalent bond is present with this carbon atom, so it is bound to write 3 hydrogen atom with this carbon atom. Finally, I got the structure of this organic compound. Suppose take another example: 3 ethyl, 4 methyl hexane. What will be the structure of this organic compound? Look at that. Here N is the 1 degree suffix, hex is the word root, and these two terms are said to be 1 degree prefix. From the word root, it is bound to write there are 6 carbon atoms present like this. Here 1 degree suffix is N, so it is bound to give single bond like this. Suppose this is your 1 number carbon, this is your 2, this is your 3, this is your 4, this is your 5, this is your 6 number carbon atom. From the name it is clear that ethyl group is present at the 3 number carbon, so it is bound to write here C2H5. At 4 number carbon methyl group is present, so it is bound to write here bond CH3. For maintain the tetracovalency, it is bound to write here 3 hydrogen atom, here 2 hydrogen atom, here 1 hydrogen atom, here also 1 hydrogen atom, here it is bound to write 2 hydrogen atom, here it is bound to write 3 hydrogen atom. The structure of this compound is this. Take another example: 1,2-dibromo pentane. This is the 1 degree suffix, this is the word root, this is the 1 degree prefix. From the word root, it is bound to write 5 carbon atom like this. Here N is present, so it is bound to give the single bond like this. So this is your 1 carbon, this is your 2, this is your 3, this is your 4 carbon, this is your 5 number carbon. Look at that. Your 1,2-dibromo is given. That means it is bound to write your 1 bromine with the first number carbon. Here also it is bound to write 1 bromine with the second number carbon atom. For maintaining the tetracovalence of carbon atom, it is bound to write your 2 hydrogen. Here it is bound to write 1 hydrogen atom. Here I can write 2 hydrogen atom. Here I can write 2 hydrogen atom. Here I can write 3 hydrogen atom with this carbon atom. The structure of this compound is this. This is all about the nomenclature of saturated hydrocarbon. Next I want to explain about the IUPAC rules for the nomenclature of unsaturated hydrocarbon. Unsaturated hydrocarbon means the hydrocarbon which generally contains double bond or triple bond. Suppose an organic compound is given CH3 bond C, CH, double bond CH2, bond CH2, bond CH2, bond CH3, bond CH2, bond CH2, bond CH3. What will be the name of this organic compound? At first, select the longest continuous carbon chain containing the carbon atom involved in the double and or triple bond. Second rule, it may be noted that the selected chain may or may not be the longest chain, but it must contain double or triple bond carbon. That means see, the chain length may be greater, but it is bound to focus to the double or triple bond. Look at that. If I will select, this is the longest carbon chain. No doubt this is the longest carbon chain for this compound, but it do not contain any double or triple bonded carbon atom. Here the double bonded carbon atoms are present, so it is not said to be the parent chain. According to the rule, the chain must contain the double bonded or triple bonded carbon atom. If I will take the long chain like this, there is no carbon atom present which contain the double or triple bond. Look at that. If I will take, this is the longest continuous carbon chain, then this chain contains the double bonded carbon atom. No doubt this chain is smaller than this carbon chain, but according to this rule it is bound to take this chain because this chain contains the double bonded carbon atom. That means it is bound to give the focus on the double bonded carbon atom or triple bonded carbon atom. It is bound to select such type of carbon chain which contain the double bonded or triple bonded carbon atom. Although the carbon chain is smaller than other chain which does not contain the double bonded or triple bonded carbon atom. So according to this rule, this is the long chain for this organic compound and this is said to be the parent chain, and these are said to be the side chain. Next rule, the numbering of atoms in the parent chain is done in such a way that the carbon atom carrying the multiple bond means double bond or triple bond, get the lowest number and not any side chain. If I will start the numbering like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then the double bond is present in between one carbon and two carbon. If I will start the numbering like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then the double bond present in between the 5 number carbon and 6 number carbon atom. According to this rule, it is bound to take this set for the nomenclature of the organic compound. So this is the correct numbering for this organic compound. You cannot write this numbering system. Now write the name of this compound. Look at that, here 6 carbon atom present, so the word would is your hex. Remember an important point, if any one of the carbon atom bonded through double bond, then it is bound to use the 1 degree suffix ene. Look at that here, these two carbon atom contain double bond and other carbon atom carry single bond. According to the rule, it is bound to write the 1 degree suffix ene. Don't think about the other carbon atom which carry the single bond. Remember an important point, if at least one double bond present in the chain, then it follows the 1 degree suffix ene. So it is bound to write here ene, but the ene is present between two carbon atom. The two carbon atom is said to be, one is your first carbon, another is your second carbon. So it is bound to give the locant for ene. The ene is present between two carbon atom, first carbon and the second carbon. So it is bound to write the lowest carbon atom position. So it is bound to write your H1 ene. Suppose the double bond is present in between 2 number carbon and 3 number carbon, then it is then it is bound to write 4ene. Look at that, here the double bond is present between one carbon and two carbon, so it is bound to write 1ene. The name of this side chain is your methyl. The name of this side chain is your propyl. Now apply the alphabetical system. Here M comes first, then P comes. So I can write the name of this compound like this: 3-methyl 4-propyl H1ene. Suppose take another example: CH3 bond CH, double bond CH, bond CH2, bond CH3. What will be the name of this compound? This is the parent chain. Here no side chain is present. I can start the numbering like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here 5 carbon atoms are present, so the what is your pent. The double bond is present in between 2 number carbon and 3 number carbon atom, so it is bound to write here hyphen 2 hyphen ene. The name of this compound is your pent2ene. Take another example: CH3 bond CH, double bond CH, bond CH, bond CH3, bond CH3. If I will start the numbering like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then the double bond is present in between 2 carbon atom. 1 carbon atom is considered as the 2 number carbon. Another carbon atom is considered as the 3 number carbon atom. If I will start the numbering like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then the side chain present at the 2 number carbon atom. On the other hand, the double bond present in between 3 carbon number and 4 number carbon. In the first case, the double bond present in between 2 number carbon and 3 number carbon atom. On the same time, the substituent methyl group present at the 4 number carbon. This is one set. If I will start the numbering from right to left, then the double bond present in between 3 number and 4 number carbon atom. On the same time, the side chain contain 2 number carbon atom. According to the rule, you can focus to the double bond, don't think about the side chain. That means it is bound to give more priority to the double bond. Do not give the priority towards the substituent. At first, you give the priority to the double bond, then you can give the priority to the side chain. So according to the rule, this is the correct numbering. You cannot write this type of numbering for the nomenclature of this organic compound. The name of this organic compound is 4-methyl pent2ene. Suppose take another organic compound: CH3 bond CH2 bond C bond C2H5 bond CH double bond CH bond CH bond CH3 bond CH2 bond CH3. What will be the name of this organic compound? For this organic compound, this is the parent chain. If I will start the numbering like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. By this numbering, look at that. Here the double bond is present in between 4th number carbon and 5th number carbon atom. If I will start the numbering like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. By this numbering, look at that, here also the double bond is present in between the 4th number carbon atom and 5th number carbon atom. But remember, if I will start the numbering like this, here Here the ethyl group carry 3 number. On the other end, the methyl group carries 6 number. If I will start the numbering like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, then the ethyl group carry 6 number. On the other end, the methyl group carry 3 number. Together here double bond carries same number by the help of numbering from left to right or from right to left. On the other end, here also the two side chain having same set of from left to right or right to left. From left to right, the set of locant for two side chain is 3, 6. From right to left, the set of locant is also 3, 6. Here the double bond priority is same from left to right or right to left. Also, the side chain position having same priority from left to right or right to left. Now I can apply the other rule. If the side chain having same set of locant, then it is bound to apply the alphabetical system. This is your said to be ethyl, this is your said to be methyl. According to the alphabetical system, E comes first, then M. So give the priority to the ethyl group. To get that, at first give the priority to the double bond, then give the priority to the substituent. If the substituent having same position, then give the priority to the substituent which comes first in the alphabetical order. By following all the rule, it is seen that this is the correct numbering for the nomenclature of this organic compound. This is the wrong numbering. By following this numbering system, we can able to write the name of this compound. The name of this compound is 3-ethyl 6-methyl or